It's the NFL on EA Sports. And coming up, it'll be no holds barred between AFC East rivals. It's the Buffalo Bills and the New England Patriots. And it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us roughly midway between Boston and Providence. Everybody knows it as Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Today, a fun matchup in the AFC East, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the New England Patriots. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway in Foxborough. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. So now the Patriots getting set to take over on offense. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL. Their third-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. The pickup there, and it's a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Now blowing. Takes it to about the 37.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. The Patriots send out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. On the return, it's Bird. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And when you watch him play, everything just looks like it comes so naturally to him. When he's dialed in and finds that zone, passes are crisp, he sees the field really well, and he takes charge as the leader of this offense.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Here's Kelly to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Kelly. Wide open receiver, complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down.
Well, they obviously red man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Purple?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, and then he curls back inside for the completion.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
And from the 41, this is 2nd and a yard. This is Thomas. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Kelly. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Back to throw. Kelly. And that is incomplete. But a pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the 1st quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Brady. And this one caught by Coates. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Here's Cunningham. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Here's Blunt. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now a give, right side. Nance. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he makes it all the way down to the 19. 49 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ball game.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been the running game for the most part that's powered him down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Into the red zone, it's Brady. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up 1st and goal. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here.
And Gronkowski hauls it in for a Patriot touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Patriots will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon.
Well, the lost sleep that the defensive coordinator had all week preparing for this game, a good portion of it was trying to prepare for him because he's absolutely a phenomenal player.
And a lot of times around the goal line, they know it's going to him. It's just so hard to stop.
And that's where it really becomes difficult because you're exactly right. They know it's going to him, yet they still can't stop it. That tells you when you're a dominant player.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gronkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now a 2nd and 6. To throw is Kelly. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, Kelly. Looking for his man on the out route, and he's got Diggs. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Here's Kelly. And that's going to be incomplete.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Kelly to throw. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
The Bills send the punter out, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. From the gun, it's Brady. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. And that's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Brady. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a 1st down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To throw is Brady. Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 28. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure.
Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 7. They'll try the left side. Nance, 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Now Brady. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown, Patriots. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Patriots are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a 1st down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the 1st down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Extra point forthcoming. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football as they've got it as we resume action. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bills ready to take over. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Kelly. And he's got his man in stride, complete. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. On 3rd and 2, Kelly. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Now Kelly. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. New England trying to get a place on offense. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Brady going to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 8 there on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Up the middle they go. Nance. And he's going to have the Patriots first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Right back to him on first down. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
On 2nd down, Nance. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now Brady. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. And they went empty backfield, and because of that, nobody was there to pick up the blitz.
And you know that offenses, when they go with the empty backfield, they have different things designed on every play to try to account for things. But what people often forget, defense is audible as well. And a lot of times when they see an empty backfield, they audible right into a blitzing situation.
It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And they will take over 1st and 10. And here come the Bills. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
Now a 1st down throw. Kelly. It's complete to Diggs. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, You often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They run with Thomas. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw, Kelly. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And from the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. Now Thomas. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Now Kelly. And a quick throw here. That's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll make it 3rd down. Kelly. That is caught. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 29-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Kelly to throw. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the gun, Kelly. And his throw here's incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue, because you know after the sack there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
Quick throw by Brady, complete. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. Oh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
Still 2nd down.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Here's Brady to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. The offense on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. And the Bills getting set to go.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Kelly. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. To throw is Kelly. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Kelly to throw. Incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Back to throw again. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. And this one is right through. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So it was 4th and 1. They wind up taking the 3. But I'm not sure that that offensive unit, judging by the sideline, Charles, was in 100% agreement with the decision.
No, not at all. But the head coach has final call on this. We know that. But let's face it, offenses want to feel like, hey, you believe in us? Let us go for it? We'll see if that is a problem for them moving forward in this game.
Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Another go-around now for the Patriot offense. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. Was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
On first down, Brady. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now a handoff up the middle. Nance. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
On 1st and 10, Kelly. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
On first down, it's Kelly. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
Diggs crossing the field and bringing it in.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Kelly. That is incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
They'll empty out the backfield and ready for a 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Kelly. This is caught inside the 15.
Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
So we've reached halftime here at Gillette Stadium with the Patriots on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, back to you two in just a bit. But first, welcome everyone to downtown Orlando and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. To throw again, Kelly. He finds his man, complete. It's Reed. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Kelly.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the 3rd quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
The Bills send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So not just running into the punter, but roughing the punter.
And I'm struggling with this one. You know, you're watching it, partner. Is it more the first rather than the latter? This is a tough one. Almost feels like he felt like he had to call it on that play.
So 1st and 10 after a big mistake on 4th down with a penalty. And right side, they're going to go option here. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
On the ground, it's Thomas. Oh, good move. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory.
43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling him in the huddle right now.
Now Kelly. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now Kelly. Quick hitter here, it's complete. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking to throw on 2nd. Here's Kelly.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
At this point in the 2nd half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. They'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's Reed. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to make it 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there, and they rallied and made the tackle.
And his kick is indeed good, and that'll get the lead down to 5.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Now it's Bird on the return. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills.
And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down. Touchdown, Bills! A great play there. 27 yards.
And the Bills have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter.
Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
It's complete, and he's got it. The try for 2 is successful, and it pushes the lead up to a field goal. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. New England's offense set to go. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Second and 5.
Now a give right side. Nance, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Throwing is Brady on third down. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
The Patriots send out their punter as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now a first down throw, Kelly. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
56 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football in the places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now Kelly. Throw left side complete. That's Reed. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
Partner, he sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
On 2nd down, Kelly. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Kelly.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw, Kelly.
Now, quick throw there is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Here's Kelly to throw. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line.
New England trying to get a place on offense.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. On play action, it's Brady. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. Nance, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense, because to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Here's Brady. That is caught, and they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. That's a 3rd down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Cunningham. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
From midfield, here's Brady. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
I love the drive they're working on here, because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Brady now on 1st down. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. They'll try the left side. Nance, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. A play fake. Now Kelly. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's Kelly. Oh, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
The Bills send the punter out as he's on for the 5th time here today. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Trailing here in the 2nd half, went for the aggressive play, got a little too aggressive.
You got to know when to pull up, or if you're going to go for it, how to take your body across a punter's body and not into him. Not a good play at all.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. To throw is Kelly. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Thomas. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. 68 yards rushing for him now to this point. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball and continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Kelly to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards, the final tally.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Now Kelly on first down. Touchdown! A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills will add to their fourth quarter lead. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And that one's going to come up a little short. It's incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Brady. And his throw is incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield at man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Brady to throw again. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 38-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
Looking back to the air on 2nd down, it's Brady. He finds his man, complete. That's Morgan. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 18. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. Nance, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
3rd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. Nance, and they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they... Oh, no, he lost the football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you've probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they...
And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown from 4 yards out. And the Patriots have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it ends with a New England touchdown. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Now Kelly. And that is incomplete.
Just because you've got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Kelly. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
On 1st and 10, Kelly. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Kelly. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Kelly. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack as a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. From the gun, Kelly. And that's caught. Watkins. Touchdown, Buffalo. Sammy Watkins. A 24-yard touchdown as his guys are able to extend their lead.
But that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling.
And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Extra point attempt to come here. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays.
And it's Sammy Watkins who finishes it off with a touchdown reception.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Kelly firing quickly here, and that's complete. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Here's Kelly to throw. His throw incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. To throw, Kelly. And that will be incomplete as well.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. From the right hash, this from 48. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and the Bills will add on to their lead.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. And now out come the Patriots.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You've got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Meanwhile, the throw here's complete, and he's got this down to the 35. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. look to throw again.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. In motion is Welker. Now Brady again.
That is caught. He's got the first down and more. Touchdown, Patriots.
A great effort there.
35 yards. And the Patriots are back within a score.
And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away.
This taken in right around the goal line. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Buffalo.
A big-time special teams play here in the 4th quarter to extend their lead.
And coaches preach it all the time. If you can score on special teams, your chances of winning the game really jump up in a big way. Now, I'll let our analytics friends quantify it and give us the exact numbers, but that's what coaches talk about all the time, that extra momentum, that extra bounce you get from a special team score.
I don't have any analytics friends. Those are your friends.
I'll claim them.
They'll look to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. New England's offense set to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards on the play. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores, want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. A quick throw by Brady, complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. Here's 2nd and a yard. Brady. And he will find his man on the outside.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Here's 1st down. Throwing now is Brady. That's caught. It's Cunningham. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
To throw is Brady. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Here we go, 1st and goal. A handoff as they run the counter play. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Brady. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Brady now on 3rd and goal. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And this is going to be recovered by the Bills, and that should all but do it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout, but instead they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. And with that, we say so long from Foxborough.